What is going on, my dummies, and welcome back to another Digimon Deck Tech. In today's episode, we are going over a really powerful yellow deck, arguably the most powerful yellow deck to come out to date. Even with the Japan meta, it is still making waves. This is Shinegreymon Yellow. So I'm going to get started. For Digitama, I play a one of Nyaromon. Now, this is more of a personal deck tech choice. It's not something that you have to play. I mean, some people play the Turuiemon. No, that's not its name. The Upamon. Some people play Upamon in this spot. I like this because it's plus 1,000 to the security Digimon. So, like, that extra 1,000 does help on a high occasion. Next up, we have our main Digitama, Upamon. Upamon says when we attack once per turn, if our security is 3 or less, we draw a card. Upamon's super powerful, will stay super powerful. I think that Kuromon's a good backup, but Upamon is still the main card people are playing in the yellow decks. Super good. Moving forward, we have a 4 of Tsukaimon. He's 2 to play normally, 0 to evolve, 3,000 DP, just our generic vanilla. This is the turbo into Shinegreymon himself. We really need to get to him most times as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So Tsukaimon is here to do that job. Moving forward, we have a 3 of Labramon. Now, Labramon, I'll go ahead and go over the stats. 3 to play normally, 0 to evolve, 1,000 DP. Security effect is your turn. If your opponent's Digimon is destroyed because its DP was reduced to 0, draw 1 card. The issue with Labramon comes with, since Shinegreymon ability all activates at one time, this ability only draws you 1 card no matter how many Digimon. You can destroy 10 billion Digimon with Shinegreymon ability. Does not matter, you still only draw 1 card off of it. It's something that's super important to note because they recently changed this errata or made this issue, and the deck still outperforms some of the newer stuff, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I did want to say that Labramon does not work like it used to where you can be like 4 to this, 8 to this, 8 to this, destroy 3 things, draw 3 cards. It doesn't work that way, but it's still very powerful. Moving forward, I have more of a utility card for me. It is Lopmon. It is 3 to play normally, 0 to evolve, 2,000 DP. On played, we get to look at the top card of our security stack. We can add it to our hand. If we do, we trigger to draw 1 card. So basically, this is a +2. We get a card from our security and we get to draw a card. This also triggers a bunch of stuff for our security zone, meaning our backup mega level or level 6, and it triggers Upamon when we need Upamon to start triggering. Stuff like that. If they are denying us the damage that we need, we're able to give ourselves that damage to gain card advantage and be able to do the other things that we need to do with the abilities. Moving forward, we have a 3 of starter deck Patamon. He's 3 to play normally, 0 to evolve, 1,000 DP. Inheritable skill says, during our turn once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon is deleted because DP was reduced to 0, get +1 memory. This ruling, I would assume, if it wasn't once per turn, would work just like Labramon. But it is once per turn, so we only get 1 memory for being able to delete something. Most of the time we're deleting stuff with inheritable abilities, attacking skills, maybe even an option card that we have. But like the extra 1 memory can help in situations when we're constantly gaining it and it's not a wasted card in our hand. Moving forward, we have a 4 of GeoGreymon. He is 4 to play normally, 2 to evolve, 4,000 DP. Inheritable skill says when we attack, if we have 3 or more yellow Tamers, one of our opponent's Digimon gets -2,000 power until the end of turn. This sometimes come into play to where we can give something -12. That's like 13 or 14. We can give it -12 and then attack with GeoGreymon to give that card -2,000 to go ahead and delete it. That actually does work with Labramon if we're able to kill something off of Shinegreymon ability and then give something, let's say -8. It's a 10k body. Let's give it -8. And then we can go swing. GeoGreymon's ability activates -2k to that thing. It dies again. Labramon triggers to draw a card. Something else I do want to note about these, this Patamon and this Labramon, the effect does not have to come from the Digimon over them. They just have to happen. So these could be under something that's not even Shinegreymon, and we still get these two abilities off. I did want to go ahead and clarify that for you guys. Moving forward, we have Turuiemon. I don't know, man. It's a rabbit. That's a ninja. 6 to play normally, 1 to evolve on top of a level 3, 6,000 DP, just a generic vanilla for level 4s. We missed it in the first set, and now we're getting it in the second 1.5 set. Still a very powerful card, not to be overlooked. Moving forward, we have a 4-of Unimon, which is our blocker. He's 5 to play normally, 2 to evolve, 6,000 DP. When we attack with a -2 memory, you're just your generic blocker. Pretty good for the deck. We need them so we can slow down, because this deck is more of a controlling deck than it is an aggro deck. And that's why we didn't cut room there. Which I did have this as a 3-of. I was playing around with it a little bit recently, and I moved everything back to what I did have it at because I didn't like what I changed it to. But moving forward, we have a 4-of RizeGreymon. He's 8 to play normally, 3 to evolve, 7,000 DP. He says, when we Digivolve into him, we may play a yellow Tamer from our hand without paying the cost. Tamers played by this effect don't have their when played effects. This only matters with the TK from the starter deck. Everything else that we can play with the RizeGreymon ability don't have on-play skills anyways, so we don't really care about it. Plus, we don't play as many TKs. I know a lot of people like the TKs for the card advantage that you get for being able to grab stuff from security and being able to make your memory 3. We still play them, but not as much, because I like to be able to have a lot of memory to play around with than to have card advantage, because we have enough between Labramon drawing cards and Lopmon being able to get us some cards, Upamon drawing us cards when we're low on security. So that's the whole. I'd much rather have the other cards that give me memory than the card advantage. But moving forward, the inheritable skill for RizeGreymon is during our turn, if we have 3 yellow Tamers, security attack +1. This is really good for cards like Shinegreymon and our other level 6 in the deck, where we're able to give +1 security, but our Tamers are also helping us be able to control the game out. So having them on the battlefield are also really, really good for us, and having them just gives us more abilities in the long run. Moving forward, we have Antylamon, which is our other vanilla level 5. It's 7 to play normally, 2 to evolve, 8,000 DP. Think of this like a Groundramon for red or a Monzimon for blue. It's just the yellow variation of it. Nothing else really much needs to be said, just vanilla. Moving forward, we have our main centerpiece of the deck, which is Shinegreymon. He is 12 to play normally, which should never happen. 4 to evolve into 11,000 DP. He states, when we Digivolve into him, we rest all of our yellow Tamers. It's not a May, we have to rest every single one of them. For every yellow Tamer that we put to rest by this effect, activate the following effect. We give -4,000 DP to one of your opponent's Digimon until the end of turn. So basically, we're able to target multiple different things. The way it's read like this, or written like this, is we're able to target multiple different things with -4,000, so we can destroy Rookie Rush with it. We can hit big targets with it multiple times, so on and so forth. And that's what I was getting at with the Labramon to draw the card. It's just one ability given -4,000 DP, even if we hit multiples. It doesn't work because we still only deleted one Digimon at a time. So, yeah. Moving for the other ability is during your turn, this Digimon gets +1,000 DP for every Tamer you have. So he gets bigger as your Tamer stat gets bigger, which is really, really good. It allows us to get over Omnimon and Omnimon Alter S. Millenniumons that are floating around, stuff like that. And I think that's one reason why the Shinegreymon deck is still relevant in the current meta in Japan, where like he just outshines everything that's in the security zone that's not an option card. And even if you delete him, you've already gained so much card advantage off of him that you're just able to do it again. But I digress. Moving forward, we have our backup plan, which is ClavisAngemon. He is 12 to play normally, 3 to evolve, 10,000 DP, which is relatively low, but he evolves pretty easily and efficiently for 3. His ability is when we attack, if our security is 3 or less, again, Lopmon triggering that, one of our opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP until the end of turn. This is really good because we're able to destroy blockers on our attack before they get a chance to block with them, because all blockers have 6,000 DP. The only ones that are the exception are black decks, and black decks normally die to the other side of the decks, being Shinegreymon, and the option card that we play, we're able to pinpoint and destroy what we need to destroy when we need to. Moving forward, we have Glorious Burst. Now, this card can be interchanged with 7 stars if you wanted to. I like this card. I've tested around with it. Mostly, I don't like playing it. But the only reason I don't is because it doesn't have a security effect. So when it's turned over as security, it feels really bad. If you have it in your hand, however, it bombs. It's so powerful. Especially late game when you're sitting on like 6 Tamers. You're gaining so much memory because Kari gives you memory. TK makes your memory 3. Glorious Burst for 3 to 4 memory. And you already gain that much between the Kari and the TKs are always so powerful. But what it does is the cost of this card is reduced from our hand by 1 for every yellow Tamer we have. So if we have 3 yellow Tamers, it's minus by 3, making it 6, so on and so forth. The main effect is one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP until the end of turn. This kills almost everything in the metagame currently. The only things I can think of that it does not delete would be the Omnimons and Millenniumon. Everything else dies to this. To my belief, I could be wrong, and if I am, please put it in the comments and let me know what I missed. But I'm pretty sure it's only the level 7s. I think Nyaromon even dies to this. Let's look. I'm going to make sure before I lie to you guys. Nyaromon, no, he is 14, so Nyaromon doesn't die to this. Okay, so I was incorrect. So Nyaromon, Millenniumon, level 7s basically get around this. However, every level 6 or lower dies to this. And this is super powerful because, like I said, we make it cheaper. And all of our Tamers minus 1 actually give us memory for free just by having them. But moving forward, we have a 2 of TK from the starter deck. He's 4 to play. Security effect puts him into play without its cost. At the start of our turn, if our memory is 2 or less, it becomes 3. And then when we play him, we check all security cards and reveal one of them and put that into our hand. If it's yellow, we recover 1, and then we shuffle our security. So basically, we're able to look at our security like 3 to 5 cards, look at the top, or look at all of them, be like, all right, well, I need this Glorious Burst, or, oh, I don't have a Shinegreymon yet, let me grab it, or, oh, I don't have a level 5. It's good to an extent, of course. I don't like playing it with low security and knowing what you have feels really, really bad because you're not able to manipulate what's in your recovery or in your security after you've played the TK. There's no way to keep getting stuff over there in this deck, and that's why I only have it as a 2 of. If you wanted to play more, I would cut back on Kari and the other TK that I play. This is just my personal variation of the deck. The Tamers can be manipulated however you want. I do recommend, however, that you play somewhere around 12 or 10 to 12 because you need these on the field for Shinegreymon. Moving forward, we have Kari. She's 3 to play normally. At the start of our turn, if our security is 3 or less, again, there's the 3 or less clause, we get +1 memory. Security effect, put it into play without paying its cost. This is really good because our main goal is to get our security really low to that 3 mark. So ClavisAngemon triggers, so Upamon triggers, so Kari will trigger to get the extra memory. I think that's all that's in the deck, yeah. I just didn't want to miss anything. So She allows like just being able to gain memory just for her being there is always really good. Especially pairing her with the TK from the first set, we're able to get to 3 memory, and let's say we have 2 Karis out, we're already at 5 memory. That's always really good because at that point we're able to go Digivolve into Antylamon, Digivolve into Shinegreymon. It's still our turn because we're at 0, swing with Shinegreymon, that sort of thing. So Kari keeps it our turn, and that's probably one of the only reasons we really want to play her. That, and she does not have a rest skill. In set 4, I know we're getting a tie that has a rest skill, but since she doesn't rest herself, we're capable of pairing it with this Shinegreymon without forcing the rest. And finally, we have a 4 of TK. TK is here to slow down our opponent. He's 2 to play normally. Security effect puts him into play. During our opponent's turn, all of our security Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP. This helps us slow down our opponent after we get to our 3 security. It makes them hesitant to want to attack our security. He's also a cheaper option than the other 2. He's only 2 to play, and that's why I like having him, because memory efficiency is so important. Plus, if I can have a Digimon trade, I want a Digimon to trade. So, for example, Shinegreymon plus 4 in the security zone, which is 2 TKs plus the Shinegreymon, trades with Omnimon without any plus power inheritable abilities. So that's always a really good plus for me. But that is the deck, guys. I enjoy this deck a lot. It is definitely what I'll be playing whenever set 1.5 comes out. It's just raw card advantage, raw abilities. Just, I like my cards doing stuff, right? So, like, with that, I tried taking out the Tsukaimon. I tried taking out the Turuiemon. I'm not even going to try Ninja Bunny, the Antylamon, and tried playing other stuff. But, like, right now, I think this is the most optimal build we can play. Like, at one point, I even tried MagnaAngemon in spot of ClavisAngemon just so I could keep my security higher. And I had, like, a different ability on, like, a different build on that. But, like, this, I believe, is a better build for what we're trying to accomplish. Because ClavisAngemon just, once we get to him, we slow down our opponent from being able to constantly gain pressure. So, yeah, this is the deck, guys. If you have another build that you guys like instead, or you guys have different ways that you play, different changes you would make, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you guys think about this deck. I'm all ears for anybody. Corrective criticism, as long as it's good corrective criticism. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Every like helps the channel grow even more, and make Dummy Nation what it is. Or I guess Dummy Nation in the future. And then don't forget to subscribe. Every subscription helps the channel, and I like to know who you guys are, so it always helps then. But until next time, have a blessed one.